The Numerian Crusaders' attempt to erase the High Dominion is at an end, with multiple systems having fallen already to the Sundrian counter-advance. What remains to be seen is whether a fanatic Purifier Empire will even accept surrender, or will this be Syndar's opportunity to claim all Numerian territory for their own. Hello Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Galactic Paragons in our High Dominion 2 series. So yeah, remember what happened with Clandestine Curiosity, where the Modian Curators ran into a situation with the Paper Tiger Fanatic Purifier. Well, they were devouring Swarm, actually, so it's a different type of empire, and so the circumstances might be different. But it was a similar situation where you have an empire that is just determined to kill everything. And they wouldn't accept peace. The only way to actually win the war was to defeat them entirely. So I'm curious if the same is going to be the case here. I don't recall what the terms for peace will be, but we have 25 days until that kicks in. We do have an army on the way. It looks like, yeah, so these units are moving towards this planet. And are you bombing yet? You are bombing. All right, so this planet's being bombed, and I want to make sure that their bombing stance is, yeah, they're set to indiscriminate. So we can hopefully, you know, do some damage to that planet, but I'm very curious to see what's going to happen over these next couple of seconds. As I said at the end of the last episode, I think this war is going to end pretty quickly. All right, the game paused for me. I'm going to remember that it paused. Okay, so, ooh, all of these are good. I'm going to go for ceramo metal infrastructure because we're going to need faster colony development to make up for everything that's just happened. So that's a very circumstantial decision that I'm making there. Togum still has some stability issues. It's understandable because it's near this fight here. It does seem like, okay, so our vassal, like the portion of our vassal that's still loyal to us is doing well in the fight, which is hilarious. Like, they're already fighting for us down there, thankfully. We're in the process of taking as much of this territory as we can, and I'm optimistic about the fact that we're now into the period where peace can be forced, and we haven't gotten a message yet. All right, so the Efri mandate can build something else. This is, again, a Gaia planet, so I'm going to go ahead and say Industrial District again. Let me buy. It's not the first time I've done this. I don't want this to be an industrial world. Speaking of that, let me also take a look at auto designations. Remember, this is a new feature as part of the 3.8 update. You can now have specific types of designations for capitals, and I haven't done that yet up to this point. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do a factory capital. We can change it later if we need to, but that might help with the consumer goods issue. This world is not really going to benefit from a bonus yet, but we could make it a general industrial world. Right now it's set as a factory world. Let's make it a general industrial. And we'll do the same here. Nothing there yet. Wayfrid is... Yeah, see, this could be... Actually, I like the idea that that's a tech world right now, so let's keep it that way. Alright, Tugum doesn't have any buildings on it just yet. Neither does Wegri. I do need to remove... I need to repair those holotheaters, and that would help with amenities on that planet. But I can't just yet, unless I were to... Hang on. Oh, insufficient building slots on planet to support this building. Okay. Well, we need another building slot before we can repair it then. So let's see what we can get away with here. I'm going to unpause.
Attacking enemy assets.
I'm expecting this fight to be over at any point. Alright, so where are you? You need to actually be in here fighting with me. Alright, good. Starting to make genuine progress here. Alright, we don't quite have enough to expand yet in this area. Although, hang on, I'm noticing that one of these... Alright, so you're surveying Cybrix Alpha. Why don't you really quickly... Ooh, there's lots of debris here. Holy crap. Oh, wow, there's a lot of debris. Yeah, you need to come research all of this. I could set this particular researcher to just look for projects. This could be a tremendous amount of scientific progress. I didn't realize there was that much debris just laying around. That's how long it's been since I've looked at my scientists. I haven't really been able to. Alright, so we're still bombing, and the peace has not been forced yet, which, that's reassuring, because this could be an opportunity just to take a bunch of territory from the Fanatic Purifiers. Some of you might have even clarified that for me after the previous episode, but I'm recording this one immediately after that, so I haven't seen those comments yet. Didn't play a lot of... I've said this a few times, but I didn't play a lot of Stellaris during the time that the channel was away, so there are lots of little details that have slipped my mind. A lot of things that haven't, but a lot of things that have.
Star system charted.
Alright, let's pause for just a moment. Alright, we now have detection arrays, which is great. I'm just going to select quantum probes here. This will increase our research station output. The troops are getting close now. They're about 2/3 of the way. So they've made it quite an impressive distance. I'm going to go ahead and give the order to Ferris Mandate to upgrade. Can I do the same with Enfys Mandate? I might be able to. Hang on, let's see. There we go. Perfect. We're actually producing a decent amount of minerals. Our economy is not in bad shape in every way, which is, it's just nice. Alright, so we're going to Semesta first, I guess? What's your exact queue? Okay, that makes sense. Alright, keeping an eye on the consumer goods situation. Also keeping an eye on this war down here.
Project complete.
The Cybrix Central Nexus. It would seem that the Cybrix reevaluated their galactic crusade against organic life at some point during its 17th year. Whether this change was prompted by losses on the battlefield or an ideological shift in their network consensus, we may never know. But for whatever reason, the Cybrix decided to halt their campaign. They began a slow withdrawal that lasted for nearly a century, until they eventually vanished completely. We now know that they retreated to this system, where they had constructed a massive ring world designated to house their entire civilization. They isolated themselves here for several millennia, until an independent explorer chanced upon their system and spread its location to the rest of the galaxy. The news that the dreaded Cybrix had been found again prompted several neighboring powers to organize a massive military expedition which bombarded the Cybrix ring world into rubble. Strangely, the Cybrix seem to have offered no resistance whatsoever. Fascinating. So we're going to get a bunch of unity from this, enough to probably get a tradition. We're going to get artifacts. We're going to get engineering research. We're going to get 10,000 energy credits and access to Secrets of the Cybrix. So that's a big win. Let's see. Oh yeah, build speed increased by 25%. I'm building a ton right now, so yes, absolutely. And since I have so many, or so much energy now, let's go ahead and let's buy some consumer goods to offset that shortage. I think I'm tempted to buy some alloys. Honestly. I'd only be able to do it one more time. Yeah, let's do it. Let's take advantage of it. Alright, so we're going to reinforce that fleet. That fleet's already at full strength. Alright, so now we have the ability to... Yeah, you're going to Choden. I want you to circle back and build a starbase at Cybrix Alpha as soon as possible. Also, we have Secrets of the Cybrix. We also have the Cybrix Warforge, which costs 2,000 minerals to activate and 3,000 unity, but then we gain 1,000 alloys. But it also gives us the ability to build Cyberx Warform armies at our capital, which will come in quite handy in the future. Now the rest of the galaxy has a bit of a problem.
Technology secured.
Oh, what's this? I almost did it again there, but I repaused. All right, gas extraction wells. Exploit resource available. All right, so... I'm just going to go for zero-G refiners. This is one that I almost always default to when I see it, and it's a basic technology that we haven't quite gotten access to yet. So let's go ahead and do that. I do need some more minerals to get some more done here, so why don't we... Alright, we'll queue up that upgrade, and then New Riordan, interestingly enough, yeah, we'll do an industrial district there. So economically, we're starting to even out a little bit. It does seem like...
Enemy presence exposed.
Where? Oh, they do have another fleet. They have another fleet. Okay. So they're going to be able to do some defending. I honestly wasn't expecting that. I'll have to keep a very close eye on that then. But if I combine my fleets, I should be able to defeat them. If I can take all their territory, I think it's very likely that I'm going to do that. Okay, we can't achieve our war goals until we have control of that system down there. So part of me, I hate to even think this or say it out loud, but part of me is thinking, like, do we back away from this war early so that we can send our full force down here to take out these guys? Or do we send one fleet down once the second one is adequately rebuilt? Because right now we have some upgrades to do in order to get this fleet up to snuff. Damn. Alright, status quo peace. We will accept this for now. So we have no choice. We had just taken control of Debex, but it doesn't look like we got it in time. We had literally just won the fight, but it took it from us, which is kind of annoying. Well, now that means we can come down here and we can assert our dominance over these guys. So let's go ahead and upgrade the fleet. Looks like at the Wayford and Sin stations. And then we'll finish up that fight pretty quickly. Now, the good news... Yeah, we didn't take Hestimore either. Man, that sucks. So this system just became very important. Very important. Because it's going to be a central system for defending everything. And I'll probably end up building a station in Pakshalika too. So I have a lot to do in a short period of time. Let's go ahead and build that starbase in Waskar. We've already given the order to build the Cyberx Alpha starbase. Hang on, let me check something real quick. Alright. I just want to make sure that those were there. Well, I'll be honest, that's disappointing. Because I kind of felt like that was my opportunity. I'm still going to declare war on them as soon as I can and take a lot of territory from them. It's going to be great. But we're just going to have to lick our wounds for a bit. Not the worst outcome, to be completely honest. Alright, we need to reestablish a few colonies. I'm going to start with Sugenia 4A, which is actually a new colony. But it's close to home. The post-Ranu mandate. Let's go with that. And we have this fleet returning and that fleet returning. So they're both in relatively short... within a relatively short distance of our home systems.
Construction complete.
Heading back as quickly as they can. Waskar has been added. Let's get the mining stations added there. So they do have one planet that is just totally disconnected from their territory. That could be a problem later on. Let me make sure that my science ship still has all the appropriate orders. It should. Yeah. Let me queue up these as well. The next time that happens, I think it's going to go quite differently for them.
Construction complete.
All right, we're going to build that research station there. Those stations have already been ordered. We do need a science ship to finish studying Uchromia. Which one was going to do that? Didn't I send one to do that? I might have discontinued the order earlier. All right, tell you what. Yeah, I want you to survey here, then here. If we can get it, we'll get it. And then I want you to come back here. And then you can auto-explore after that. That's fine. At that point, you can auto-explore. It'll be allowed. But before that point, I need you to do exactly as I say, all right? I'm going to get this ship to Shashamar. All right, so we have these transports, which honestly, hang on, one of these is merging with. Yeah, so you just need to return. Let's bring you all the way down to Runa. It does seem like maybe they're starting to make progress. Ooh, Governor Pult, son of Thub, served the Empire for 61 years. Mining station output plus 10%. The addition of internal refineries on mining stations will substantially increase mineral production. Yes, it will. All right, the habitability increase is probably a good idea at this point. Also, I have researched cruisers. I just haven't had the ability to build them just yet, so I'll need to design those and get them built sooner than later so that we can withstand whatever future onslaught might be on the way. Let's go up to speed 2 so that we can make progress getting where we're trying to get right now. This science ship is on the way to Shashamar as soon as possible. And then this science ship is on the way through all of this debris. And we should get a lot of scientific progress from that.
Construction complete.
All right, nice. It's going to cost a lot of alloys to restore Cybrex Alpha. Now we also have the special project, The Secrets of the Cybrex, which is already unlocked. I'm going to give the order to delve into that.
Construction complete.
We can upgrade this world here to a full colony. Economically, we're still doing okay. We're still teetering on the edge of like a food and consumer goods shortage, but we're much better than we were. And once this war ends, we should be in even better shape, I would imagine.
Hulks vivisected.
Nice.
Construction complete.
We'll probably get like entire technologies from this. Would be my guess. Because this is a lot of debris. Alright, so Candrith. We can level up his governor class, his urbanist trait. Not industrialist, but urbanist. Alright, so that makes all of the buildings and districts cheaper in his district. Or we could have efficient staffing and worker pop resources and would be increased by 5%. Ooh. You know what? Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that. So, hang on. I want to make sure that we've got this set up properly. Candrith, are you the sector governor? You're not. Oh, that's right, because he's the full leader, so he would have to be defeated in order... Oh, damn. Yeah, that's actually not something we can benefit from right now. Unless he gets deposed. Or just, you know, outvoted. Alright, let's build that starbase there. We do have these shardlings to take care of.
Hulks vivisected.
Oh wow, there's a lot to survey here. I don't know if we're going to get through that entire system before it's taken, assuming that they've already surveyed it.
Complete.
But I would love to take that from them. That would be ideal.
Technology secured.
We're going to continue to reinforce some of these fleets. Research station output has just improved. I can assist cloaking detection. I can run subspace sensors. That's actually quite tempting. But I think I'm going to go for barrier point defense, just given that we have been in such a defensive situation for a while. I want to make sure that all of those systems are in the maximum possible good condition. new negative trait. Candrith is he's a substance abuser. That sucks. He's developed an addiction in his elder years. How old is he now? He's 93. And he is 10 years not as young. Wayfred has another slot here. So we have 2 precinct houses on Wayfred, keeping crime under control. So tell you what, let's go ahead and build a city district to improve amenities and give us another slot on Wayfred, because it seems like it's necessary at this point. Also, we can clear a couple of blockers with the credits that I have. So let's get that done. We can clear lots of blockers. Okay, as soon as that system's surveyed, I might have this, even though it would cost more influence than usual, I might have this particular construction chip take care of that as soon as possible. Just seems like it's going to be a good idea.
Anomaly found.
A Class 12 asteroid orbits this planet. The small planetoid's orbit appears to be far too stable for its presence to be a natural occurrence. Research, please.
Colonization in progress.
All right. Now I have another colony I can set up, which is the former colony, the Kalnick colony. This is already an alpine world. Oh yeah, it's going to cost food though. Damn. Hang on, let's sell and then buy. There we go, that's a little bit better. So now I can send a Sundrian colony, and this is going to be this was the Delnick colony. Or no, it's still the Kalnick colony, so we'll rename it that. It will remain the Kalnick colony. And we still have the names on the other worlds as well. And lots of new colonies to establish. We just got distracted from colonization for a little bit.
Council agenda available.
Let's get that built there. What's this? Expand the council is no longer an option, it said? I know that. Wonder why it said that. The pop-up actually disappeared, so I can't look at the context for it.
Blocker cleared. Hulks vivisected.
Convenient mining. The asteroid around Shashamar 3 has such a perfectly stable orbit that it's easy to understand why our scientists thought it was placed there artificially. Yet there are no conclusive indications of any propulsion systems or any artificial marring. The only natural conclusion is that by some absurdly improbable chance, the asteroid got caught in Shashamar 3's gravity field. We have also detected some rare crystals on the surface of the asteroid. How thoughtful. Alright, so I'm glad that happened, but at the same time, like, I need you to be surveying this whole system, please. Like, finish that up, so I can take it.
Construction complete.
Because these guys are right next to me.
Technology secured.
Nice. We just unlocked a bunch of new slots. Alright, so obvious opportunity here. Couple of things. I'm going to build a commercial zone to increase amenities, and then we will also go ahead and build on the same planet a precinct house to help with crime. And it does look like we have a research opportunity as well, since we just finished that one. We could unlock a new civics slot too. Or we could improve fleet command limit. I think I want the new civics slot as soon as possible, to be honest, because that's going to help us for the rest of the game, and it could potentially help ensure that what just happened for the last couple of episodes doesn't happen again. Okay, so this is Tabu, daughter of Brock, and I think she's just, yeah, you're just running a science ship for me, so we could improve either of your traits. Yeah, let's just have more monthly alloys. I love that idea right now. It's like the most important thing, please.
Vessels upgraded.
Okay, so the second Star Order is ready to go down and assist in this fight. And we're going to do that. As a matter of fact, I think I might go ahead and send the first Star Order to also assist in the fight, even though they're not fully repaired.
Special project complete.
It's just a good idea at this point. Alright, as soon as you're done, I need you to finish surveying.
Blocker cleared.
Alright, we're still taking care of a lot of debris in these systems. It looks like some of it might be disappearing though, because I saw one just disappear, but there wasn't a pop-up, so that I might have run out of time on a few of these. Yeah.
Construction complete.
Some of these are running out of time.
Star system charted.
Alright, so this has been charted. Let's go ahead and build a starbase there. A little bit more expensive than it would typically be, but now you're going to research Burrs, and we'll have them blocked off from entering our territory. There's still the possibility they could jump the border, so I need to lock it down completely, but we're a lot better than we were. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, let's do an Autoton monument on Syndar Park. That's a little bit late, but better late than never. Declare a rivalry. Oh, wow. The Mephisciotans have declared us rivals. Okay, we'll take the free influence, it's fine. Not being very diplomatic so far.
Blocker cleared.
I could potentially be diplomatic at some point in the future, but right now, there's not much point to it. Oracle. Oh, wow, we can upgrade the freaking Oracle. All right, so this would actually help. I think I want to go intellectual because we have a lot of research output coming from that cluster. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go intellectual. I want to have that trait because the Oracle is going to be here forever. They're going to be a really powerful leader by the end of the game. So let's build towards that, shall we?
Construction complete.
Nice. Now I want you to build mining stations and research stations. Be done with that. Okay. What else can we do here? Yeah, you need another agriculture district, I think. That's a pretty clear-cut case. So why don't we... There we go. That's that. Food shortage is kind of, sort of going away. Not really. We just need to get our fleets down here as soon as possible, and they are getting closer. That free mandate is now ready for another building. What would be the best building here? It honestly looks like a precinct house might be a good idea. Just on account of the crime we have at the moment. So let's go ahead and do that just to keep that situation under control. And it does also look like there's a housing shortage. So on top of that, on top of what I just did, I'm going to buy what I need to build another city district. Thankfully, we have those build speed upgrades that we've just gotten. And we might be able to get another one right now. City districts provide additional +1 housing. Not bad. Or we can reduce all building upkeep and district upkeep right now. Yes. Do that. Do that. Because we need it. Alright. I want you to reinforce. Still in the process of fully building these fleets back up. They were never even fully built up in the first place. This is bad timing. So let's institute the increased benefits. That's going to increase our consumer goods upkeep again for 10 years.
Hulks vivisected.
All right, I'm not going to send this group in until the second fleet is right. Candrith died. Our great Governor Candrith, Scion of Yndri, has passed away at the age of 95 while in service to our empire. What a stressful life he had. Drugs are bad, but I have sympathy for whatever drove him to the point that he developed that addiction at the end of his life. Especially at the end of his life. He fought that hard for that long. Like, ovation for Candrith. Not for... not for failing in that fight, but for fighting as hard as he did before developing that much of an issue. The people clamor for a memorial service to honor their leader's contribution to the High Dominion of Syndar. A grand event will give everyone closure and bolster our ideals. Yeah, let the masses mourn. Candrith, son of Yndri, has been laid to rest following a public procession. Every citizen of High Dominion of Syndar was invited to pay their respects. The funeral is followed by a week-long festival with no expenses spared. Candrith, son of Yndri's translucent crystal casket is displayed at the Syndar Prime Memorial Site, where the crowds line the streets hoping to catch a glimpse of the great leader in their final resting place. So for 5 years, we're going to get more unity, more happiness. But Candrith is dead. So we must now elect a new leader, and we don't have the influence to pick ourselves. So Victor might become the leader at this point because he's such a popular leader in our empire, even though we're xenophobic, but we've got he looks entirely human leader, which is hilarious to me. That's one of the funny things about the Galactic Paragons expansion.
Special project complete.
Nice. Is we have this new mechanic where these leaders can come in that look different from us, and so you have a xenophobic empire. Like, how would they respond to this entire thing that you just added to the game? And I joked about this a little bit early on in the series because there's even a prompt that sort of nudges you like, hey, I know you're xenophobic, but you should really think hard about this. It is kind of a weird cognitive dissonance situation in Stellaris now that Galactic Paragons is a thing. It's not a criticism. Galactic Paragons is really fun so far, but yeah, it's strange. We have successfully managed to integrate these Cyberx artifacts into our research process. Their insights into megastructure engineering will greatly aid our own. Interesting. Alright, Wayfred. Alright, I pretty much can't do anything else here with the exception of, you know what, let's build some holo theaters just to get our amenities up, and that might actually help in the end of the day. Or at the end of the day. Alright, let's reinforce you. Oh, that fleet's actually getting quite strong now. So I can send them in right now without worrying about it. So we're going to send them to attack this world. And I will send these fleets to attack here. You guys are not going to like how this goes. Where is the transport fleets? They're already here. This is going to be interesting. We should be able to end the war before too long. Ooh, New Riordan also has some housing available. So tell you what, let's go ahead and build... I need to sell some of my volatile motes, which always hurts my soul a little bit, but we need to in this case. Let's build a city district here, just because the housing is needed. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot more building a lot sooner.
Influence expanded.
Nice. In the coming moments. Because we're rebuilding a lot and reestablishing our control over various areas. Alright, speaking of that, we need to upgrade that as soon as possible, but I also would like... Oh man, we're already at cap. I'm trying to think. Is there a system I can get rid of? I think the Euskomia station can probably go. Let's go ahead and downgrade that. I don't think that's needed anymore, because I would rather have dual defenses here to help ward off any assault from our neighbors to the galactic east.
Hulks vivisected. Attacking enemy vessels.
Alright, that went well. Alright, I want you to reinforce. It looks like you can upgrade at the Wayford station, which is probably a good thing. Why don't you go ahead and do that? Meanwhile, this fleet is just going to clean up here.
Secured.
I want you to attack those guys. Alright, that army's dead. Yeah, this war is going to end real fast. Alright, so now I can improve my encryption, which is probably something I wish I'd had that ability much sooner. Let's go ahead and do that, just so that we can do better against some of our neighboring empires in terms of intelligence. Speaking of that, totally forgot. Spy network. Verp, son of Srak. Also, how are we doing? Yeah, so they're equivalent to us in just about every way. I realize I could set up defenses down here too, but I just don't think that it's sensible at this point. I need to build stations in a place where they can help me with two empires, not one. Alright, so now I want you to attack here, here, and here. I don't know if they actually control any planets here, but we're about to find out. We're going to get those ships upgraded. And we also are getting close to the end point of the episode, but we might be able to do a little bit more here. Let's see what we can pull off.
Attacking enemy assets.
I'm going to go ahead and give the order for our main transport fleet to follow the second Star Order. Unfortunately, there's still that bug, unless they fixed it in the last 24 hours and I didn't see a patch. There's still that bug where the follow orders don't actually go through. Okay, so there may actually be a colony here. There is. So let's take that back. Hello? I did not want to deselect you. I did not right-click anything. Like, I was just left-clicking to look at...
Star system charted.
Man. Don't know why that deselected there, but it's okay. All right, Wayford 2. Couple of opportunities here. Okay, I'm going to replace one of these... Man, you really still have amenity problems. Really? That's crazy to me. Let's build a commercial zone. Man. Yeah, let's build a commercial zone and hope that's enough to help with the amenities issue. Alright, so we're going to land those armies and retake that world. And this should be enough, hopefully, for us to assert our dominance. Alright, so...
Planetary invasion commenced.
It looks like this shipyard is probably
Construction complete.
building first. Yeah, they're building a frigate and a destroyer, and then they're going to upgrade.
Ground invasion force has seized a planet.
Nice, that was easy. So this planet is also held by them. Let's go ahead and land that army there. Actually, tell you what, I want to try something. Hang on. Alright, let me look at this. The fleet will automatically follow friendly military fleets and invade hostile planets if the odds of success are favorable. Alright, so let's set that army group to aggressive and let them kind of do things on their own. I had someone tell me about that the other day, one of my channel regulars, and I was like, wait, really? I had never looked at stances on armies. I just wasn't aware of it.
Attacking enemy assets.
But now I am. Promising officer. Captain Stur, daughter of Gak, the commanding officer of the ATS on Detiris, served with distinction during the recent engagement that took place in the Fuelia system. The Admiralty on Syndar Prime, recognizing the qualities of a promising flag officer, has decided to promote the captain to the rank of full admiral. Good. Alright, so I don't think we actually have a role for them, but that's nice, I suppose. I want you to build a starbase there. Okay, so it looks like Nock was elected, so the former general, which, wait a minute, does that mean our general is no... Hang on, we gotta look at this now. Yeah, transports don't have a leader anymore. Glad I caught that. So... Nice. Food and mineral bonuses, or an upkeep and food bonus. Let's go with Sirach. No. Let's do Tabu, son of Jark, because he's 28. He'll live a long time. We get a food bonus with him, and we get a minerals bonus as well. So we're going to recruit him, and we still have this admiral that I don't have anything for her right now, but I might be able to build an additional fleet before too long. So these armies should take care of stuff on their own now, if I understand this correctly. It does seem like there are some stations that got disconnected here, so let's... Whoa. Are all of these still disconnected? And have they been disconnected this whole time? Or did this just happen during the war? Because I feel like I've managed this multiple times over the course of this series, and I do know that the last time I did it, like 2 episodes ago, there was a feeling of, wait a minute, wasn't this set up already? Didn't I do this? I'm not sure, but I'm not going to worry about it. Let's go ahead and finish off this rebellion. We are about 40 minutes into this episode, though, so we need to stop sooner than later. Let's see if we can at least retake this portion of things. And we might get to a point where we can assert our war goals. Minister of Defense Baron Victor Yarldin has leveled up. Very good. So we can improve his artillerist veteran trait. So ship weapons damage would improve. Military Pioneer. So all of our ships, wow, would build faster and be cheaper to build. This would improve our naval capacity, and all of our ships would have more starting experience. Oh boy. I like Military Pioneer the most. He already has it. Let's just continue to upgrade it and make him even more awesome in that respect.
Planetary invasion commenced.
Alright, so I want you to hit Dawkin, then Oxamon, then Zavaris, and then come back and hit Fatis. Meanwhile, this fleet is going to come in and hit Saldar.
Ground invasion force has seized a planet.
We might still have some... Yeah, so you're at the aggressive stance, just moving from planet to planet, where you have a good chance of winning.
Secure.
Yeah, I can see them doing it. That's awesome. Alright, encryption +2. That research is finally done. We can continue to improve our encryption. We can look up research complexes, which, frankly, at this point, we don't have exotic gases yet, but we should relatively soon. And having research complexes will be good for our continued scientific progress. Because that's one of the reasons we've done so well in these wars, is we've actually been able to fight back with reasonable technology against the enemy.
Ground force has seized a planet.
I'm sorry, what? Where did you come from? Let's go ahead and hit these guys with everything we've got. Okay, well, since they've thrown another fleet at me and I didn't see that coming, I'm going to go ahead and stop this episode here because we're 41 minutes in. In the next one, I am going to finish off this rebellion, which frankly I thought would be done this episode, but it will be done next episode. There's no way it won't be, because we're going to take all of their territory, completely control it, and then we'll have a chance to lick our wounds a little bit and potentially rebuild over here. Speaking of that, I will probably need to get these stations upgraded. Let's go ahead and do that right now before I end the episode. I might not be able to get to both of them. I might not be able to get to one of them. Okay, we can upgrade the TA station, and we'll eventually upgrade Pakshalika as well, and then we'll need to build defensive platforms there too, but at least if we have those stations built up, then they won't be able to just charge back in and continue doing damage here. We have some tomb worlds that we're going to need to restore, unfortunately, and we have some additional colonies that we can establish, and Cybrex Alpha to fully colonize as well. So there's lots to do on the peaceful side of things, but I'm excited about the potential of taking over the Numerian Crusaders. So as soon as I have the ability to redeclare on them, which is going to be at about 4 years and change, that is something I'm going to very strongly consider, because they need to die after what they tried to pull off. And if I can claim all of their territory, so much the better for the High Dominion of Syndar. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 3 p.m. US Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.